Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today's April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day to everybody out there. Right now we're taking a look at the infrared satellite imagery, and you can see the ridge still controlling our weather here across Pacific Northwest. We do have some clouds riding up over the top of that ridge right now, so we're going to have that mixed bag of high clouds and some mid-level clouds out there again today, but you can see this action out here across the Gulf of Alaska, this colder air spilling out over the Gulf. That's going to be our next system and our big pattern change upcoming here. If we zoom in, you can actually see the lenticular clouds forming off some of the Cascades and Mount Rainier right now. There's some mid-level clouds that are kind of blocking that action from some of the Puget Sound, so you can't see it. But if you go east of the mountains there, you probably get up near Mount Rainier, probably get a pretty good lenticular cloud show. So some of that might start to show its face later on through the day today. And yeah, so we'll be waiting for that system to come in here. We'll take a look at that in the weather models as we go through this video this morning. And if you take a look here, you can kind of see that lenticular cloud action off some of the Cascades and Mount Rainier right now. And some areas are getting some sunshine, especially east of the mountains. There's some low clouds across some of the Puget Sound here and some of the coastal areas as well. Now, this is Spokane National Weather Service. You can see as we go Monday, today, and Tuesday, tomorrow, nice and warm out there. But then we start to bring the much cooler weather here as we go through Wednesday, then Thursday and Sunday. You can see unsettled and cool, multiple periods of widespread lowland rain and light mountain snow. Now, taking a look at SeaTac yesterday, 61 degrees, about 5 degrees above average, still nowhere near the record high set back in 1987. You finished the month almost 2 inches below average precipitation-wise, and the temperature is right around average for the March of 2024. Day one thunderstorm outlook, you can see there are no thunderstorms today. As you saw, we're just kind of having that ridge over top of us right now. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station, click on that link down below to save 10% off. Got a lightning detection system, ultrasonic anemometer. It's all solar powered and wireless. Stores all the data for you in the cloud. Now, taking a look at what's going on. So this is the European as of last night. And you can see that ridge kind of dominating our weather here as we go through today and then in through tomorrow. But as we start to go in through tomorrow morning, we start to get those changes across a lot of western BC as the precipitation starts to come down towards Vancouver Island and southwest BC, kind of on through the late afternoon Tuesday, tomorrow. And then as we go through Tuesday night, and then we bring this, this cold upper level low is going to just drop down the coastline here. It's going to bring our unsettled weather and some rounds of precipitation, a bit of mountain snow with it as well. And yeah, we'll be breaking this down as we get a little bit closer to it. Also, there is a thunderstorm chance of some of this colder air aloft around as well. Now, taking a look at 500 millibars, 18,000 feet on the GFS, again, you'll kind of see the ridge here and then the next trough dropping down across much of the west coast as we go on in towards the end of the week upcoming here. And this might have big implications on what is coming for the eclipse viewers here across central portions of the country. I may try to do another video on that here again today after this one. Now, taking a look at 700 millibars, 10,000 feet, put this into motion. You can see the warmer air aloft associated with our ridging, but then as we go on in through Tuesday night and Wednesday, you see the clear pattern changes. The much colder air starts to set up shop here, and we got a big trough across much of the west coast of North America. This would be about Thursday afternoon. Taking a look at the European control ensemble. So basically now it's the same as the deterministic run. So this is the initial conditions best we understand them. We're looking at precipitation moving in some portions of western BC and some portions of northwest Vancouver Island. By Tuesday morning, you can see it creeping down the coastlines here as we go through Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. Here we go by Wednesday morning. You can see much of the areas west of the Cascades getting some precipitation. Some showers starting to pop up for eastern portions as well. And you see that cold upper level trough kind of spinning the shower activity back across the region here as we go in towards Friday afternoon, which would be about shown right here. And then also wave heights are going to be increasing with this system as well. Get a little bit of a break here today and then on through tomorrow. And then as we go on into Wednesday, though, we start to increase those wave heights here and go into Thursday. And we kind of bring that wave action back up and down the coastline here. Nothing too crazy out there, but still you don't want to turn your back on the ocean here when things start to get a bit stormy here and get those sneaker wave actions out there. Now, taking a look here at the daily 2-meter max temperature. This is for today. Look at this, 64 for Seattle. That's warmer than yesterday. And you can see the Willamette Valley upper 60, some 70s showing up east of the mountains. And tomorrow is going to be the finale. As you can see, some nice temperatures out there. Willamette Valley, we're not going to be surprised to see some 70-degree readings here, probably hitting 80 for some areas of eastern Washington, right near the border there in Oregon also, and some warmth up into southwest BC. But watch the big shock to the system come as we go to Wednesday. Look at that big drop drop here for some areas. I mean, you're talking about over 20-degree drop for some areas. Willamette Valley are definitely going to feel a cool down as we go on into Wednesday as well. There's Thursday. We kind of keep things cool. And then we're going to have that upper level low around. But there is always the chance of sun breaks and pretty nice weather in between some of those impulses that rotate around that upper level low here across Pacific Northwest. Now, taking a look at total precipitation in inches, if we scroll through here, you see as we go through Tuesday morning, some of that precip impacting Vancouver Island and western BC. Then it starts to impact southwest BC here as we go on in through Tuesday afternoon and evening, then eventually down through western Washington by the time we go to Tuesday night, and it swoops down across the area here, and you can kind of see that we're going to be dealing with some precipitation. We're not looking at a major washout or anything like that, but definite pattern change is incoming here, and if we scroll way off into the extended, you can see potential additional systems off in the future. Now, taking a look at total snow in inches, this one might have a little bit of a decent snowfall with it. You can see as we go into the day Wednesday, we get some of that snow flying across some of the Cascades of Washington, Oregon, eastern Oregon, the Blue Mountains there, some of the Rockies, the Olympic Mountains get a little coating of snowfall here as well. It's not going to make up our deficit, but beggars can't be choosers during an El Nino year. Here's the 6 to 10 day. You can clearly see the signal there for below average across much of the west. This goes through April 10th. There's the precipitation kind of near normal here for some of western Washington and Oregon. Actually, most of Washington and Oregon here, but we'll see how that goes. We break it down day by day. This is 8 to 14 day. I'm not sure exactly what's driving that. We'll see how that turns out, and we'll be watching it. This goes through April 14th, and the below average signal is there as we go through the mid portion of April. And also the snowpack here, we haven't recovered too much here. We're still not doing that hot, but Oregon isn't doing too bad, right around average. So anyway, yeah, get out there and enjoy that. And you may want to keep your eyes on the sky from Mount Rainier today if you have a view of it. And if some of those lower and mid-level clouds on the west side clear out, you might get a nice lenticular cloud action here, a nice show. And maybe out towards Yakima or the Naches out there, you might be getting a nice view of that right now as well. If you do send some pictures on Twitter, I'd love to see that. But yeah, here we go. This next pattern change, it's out there. It's on its way. Our ridge is only going to hold on through tomorrow by the time we start to get some of that cool down on Wednesday. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.